the last thing I think we need to be doing is locking more people away. The United States incarcerates more people than anybody on the planet. You know, but that's a subject for another day. I guess where I'm at and where I'm leading up to as far as talking about drinking and driving and having something happen when you're not of the right mind to be operating a motor vehicle. You know, somebody jumps out of them, somebody slams on their brakes, somebody runs out in the middle of the street, whatever. Somebody gets, you know, a little irritated that you're on their sidewalk or in their backyard with your vehicle. I drove through a golf course with a Plymouth Sundance at 25 on the path. I partied the whole day on that golf course with the Plymouth Sundance. No, I wasn't there for any event. No, didn't really have any business there. I was just bored. But I was a minor celebrity. I got to know the employees very well. They were like, "How are you doing?" I said, "I'm doing great, man. It's a little hot out here, isn't it?" Yeah. I think one asked me, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm showing off this brand new car." I think I'm fucking doing. What are you doing? Jesus Christ, man. Everybody's got a fucking question. What do you do here anyway? It's always a good way to get the focus off you. What do you do here anyway? I used to go to a lot of concerts backstage, so I've got laminates that hang around your neck with all the access passes I got from shows. I mean, all through the 80s and around late 80s and 90s. Red Rocks, Fiddler's Green, McNichols Arena, Pepsi Center, Mile High, Mile High, Mile High, Monsters of Rock. I was frying acid that day. That's why I forgot who I actually went to that concert with. It was like 3 or 4 days later. Got a page. There's one chick. A little upset. Apparently I went for beer. Failed to return. Failed to return to the scene of the crime. Monsters of Rock. We were frying on acid, but they weren't tripping right, man. People were like a drag, bumming me out, man. It's killing my buzz. You can't keep this eagle down. Gotta fly. Gotta fly. Speaking of flying, it is 2:17 in the a.m. Might as well turn in. Get some sleep, maybe. Don't be cruising to Denny's parking lot, guys. Girls. Girls. Women are more aggressive. Anyway, we're talking about the enforcement of DUIs, drinking and driving, at 2:17 in the a.m. We're broadcasting from the sub cellar down at the Kush Studios. We've got Dumb and Dumber and Dumber Yet. I just came up with that today. You like that, huh? You like that? But he wants to be like Big Mike. Dumber Yet. It's better than Dumbette. You gotta get t-shirts made. Your name's on the back. Get black ones. Get those metallic letters. Colorado's Kush, KUSH, KUSHDenver Mike. 51 degrees outside. Today is going to be a high of 71. Partly cloudy in the afternoon. We got chance of precipitation. 75%. We need it. We need the snowpack. Otherwise, my neighbor's going to have a hard time with his lawn. Again. When you drink and drive, it's irresponsible. We're too old for that crap. Too old to be making those kind of mistakes. Unfortunately, you know, a lot of us go through changes in life. You know, not necessarily crises, but there's a lot of adjustment that happens in this age frame with people. Whether kids get out of the house, they figure out they don't have anything in common. She's boning the gardener, and the gardener's boning 3 wives down the street. I don't know. People got problems. People decide that this stage in life is a good time for change for some reason. Drinking and driving shouldn't be on your agenda, dudes. Ladies, get a cab. It's a little bit, it shows a little class. I always go with AAA. They'll get me and my truck home. Me and my Harley home. I won't leave my bike. I've actually been on poker runs where, you know, you sit in a fucking bar all fucking day. You ride, you know, 20-minute shots from bar to bar, and you spend 2 hours at each bar picking up a card. And there's been a couple times I got fucking hammered, man. You know, trying to keep up with these dudes, or, you know, it's a hot day, you're not even feeling it. I made that call. One time from bathroom stall while in between Ralphing. You know? But if you didn't bring a pickup, tow truck, then it goes from a rescue operation to a surveillance operation, where you get to sit with me till I drink water and I feel okay enough to ride this bike. My bike ain't leaving. Staying with the bike. I'm a soldier. Comes down to it. I've camped next to my bike. Yes, I have. And actually, I've done it a few times. And even one of those times, I wanted to camp next to my bike. I used to keep a hammock on the back. Hammock's a perfect bed anywhere you gotta go. Stay off the ground, it doesn't matter. All these guys try to pack all heavy. They go to these... Well, that's why everyone's trailering their shit anyway. Yeah, your dad does, huh? Maybe if they started calling it a trailer fest. The 75th annual Trailer Fest happening Denver, Colorado, July 7th through the 9th. We'll sell you the whole seat. But, you know, if it was a trailer fest, big event, you know, you have to get out your booming voice, your Sunday, Friday through Sunday, the Trailer Fest for... Maybe then people would ride their bikes to these rallies, not trailer. I don't know. You know, people trailer their bikes to Sturgis from Colorado. It's about an 8-hour ride. It's a date ride. Leave early, get, you know, you're having dinner in Black Hills. You don't even have to leave that early. We were talking about drinking and driving on the Kush. KUSH. It is 2:23 in the morning. You got Big Mike smoking it up on the overnight. Talking about DUIs, DWIs, DWIs in some state. It would be horrible in itself to have to experience a tragedy because you were too toasted to operate a vehicle. That, to me, would be one of those things that I would have a very difficult time living with. And they want to make it harder on guys that and gals that have an issue with alcohol, because basically it's zero tolerance when you're faced with the officer. I passed the roadside, still had to go down to the station, didn't even blow where I was impaired. I couldn't believe I didn't see where I failed the roadside. So my eyes were jumping. You know, it's at those times where you think that we would get real indignant and we would become unruly, and the atrocity of it. Bring me all the way down to the police station, because they just let you go from there. They don't even give you right back to your shit. They just send you packing. Colorado's Kush KUSH is the highest station in the nation. You got Big Mike on the overnight, talking about those tragedies if you're drunk and driving. Here's my thing. Before we start nailing people to the cross, literally, for such an error in judgment as drinking and driving, before we take away their birthday, before we start chopping off their hands, before we start telling their children that you have to get a blower because their parents were convicted, before we go to those extremes, because those are extremes, can we address the issue of distracted driving? Just a thought. Before we make it any harder on the people that unfortunately find themselves in the position of being drunk. What about texting and driving? I think it's just as bad, if not worse, than drinking and driving. I think the social impact that multimedia in the vehicle has had on just volume slowing and distracted driving as a whole. People are texting and driving, people are watching videos and driving, people are updating their Facebook and driving, and people are killing people because of it. It doesn't matter to the dead person's family, their children, their siblings. It doesn't matter to any of them whether you were drunk or whether you were texting that you'd be right home. It's the same to the person that dies. One is not more, I don't know, demonized than the other. If the